Welcome to Python development using VS Code. We're going to cover an initial VS Code setup for Python programming. We're going to install the Python extension, we're going to create and select a virtual environment, and we're going to build a quick program using the Hello World example. We like to use VS Code because it's lightweight and multi-platform. It's also very extensible. There are a plethora of options in VS Code for editing text, or programming, or interfacing with various systems. An example here that I'm showing is actually a Docker image to practice this lab in an isolated environment. The first thing you might see when you open a folder or create something in VS Code is a pop-up that is asking you to trust the authors. This protects you from inadvertently executing dangerous code. We're going to trust ourselves here as we're the authors of this code. You should be very careful about downloading and executing code without knowing what it does. And that's really what that pop-up's protecting you from. We're going to go over here in the left margin. There's an icon that looks like some building blocks. And that's where we'll look and see what kind of extensions are available in our VS Code. It's quite possible that Python's going to come up as one of the most popular options here. We're going to make sure we can find it with a search, however. And we're going to actually search for Python. And what we have here is actually the first result is Microsoft's plugin here. We have about 27 million downloads. It's a good idea to always look at the extensions and maybe look at the reviews if they don't have so many downloads. Just make sure you're installing what you think you're installing. I'm going to click install to bring this extension into my VS Code environment. Depending on the speed of your computer and internet connection, it may change how it downloads. Again, VS Code's trying to protect me from installing an extension that I may not mean to install. As I validated how many downloads there are, the reviews, I'm going to go ahead and trust this publisher and install this extension. Installing the Python extension into VS Code offers extended capabilities. Some of that is just using the IDE and typing in commands. VS Code knows the commands in Python because they're addressed in the extension. It could help you with autofills and things like that. There also offers some debug and linting tools and tools to test your Python code. It also integrates with the virtual environments. Now that we have got the extension installed, we're going to create one of these virtual environments. The benefit of creating a virtual environment in Python is it isolates the libraries and the particular versions of libraries that you install. If you install a library for your Python installation on your computer, every project that you write will have available those particular libraries and the versions of those libraries. They're not always necessary, so it may make that installation heavier or commands may not work as you intend. By installing a virtual environment, you isolate that particular project, and when you install packages or libraries, the specific versions that you intend to use are kept in that project. If you move that project to another computer or share with someone else, you can either share the virtual environment itself or the key configuration so that virtual environment can be built in another place. That way you ensure that that project works as you intend, even when you move it somewhere else. In this command bar up top, we're going to click and we're going to look for show and run commands. This is the context-sensitive search. Now that we have the Python extension, it'll actually find Python commands. We're going to search for Python, and we're going to see in my window, it's about halfway down, we're going to create an environment. One of the most popular types is venv. I'm not going to cover anything else, so select venv. What it shows now is the Python that's installed on my computer. Unless you're coding something that requires an older version for capability, I generally say that we should use the latest version that you have installed on your system to create the virtual environment. This is currently the global environment. When I click this, it will change the status in the lower right and show that it's creating that environment, and it automatically selects it. If we go to the left and we open the Explorer with the icon here, we can see the virtual environment has been created in a folder in our workspace. VS Code generally defaults to .venv. Note that on some operating systems, that dot at the beginning of the name will cause it to remain hidden in the file system. If it doesn't automatically select the environment, which can happen from time to time, you can go to the command search, show and run commands, type in Python, and there's an option lower in the list called Select the Interpreter. It is here that you can either choose the global environment or your virtual environment that has been created here. VS Code will generally guess to use the venv if it finds it in your workspace. Now that we have the Python extension installed and our virtual environment both created and selected, we're going to create our first program. We're going to use the general hello world example. So using the icon here to create a new file, we're going to name that file hello.py, .py being the default extension for Python. Click Enter to finish creation of that file, and it automatically opens it in the editor. The single command that we're going to use is a function called print. Because it's a function, it will be enclosed in parentheses, and because we're going to type a string, we're going to enclose that in quotes. And we will type hello world. We can click outside of this command entry, and we have our first Python program. The button to run this program is in the upper right. It says Run or Debug, and we will push this button and test our Python installation and our virtual environment. VS Code opens a terminal window. It runs the command to activate our virtual environment, and then it executes the code in the virtual environment. We can see the name of our virtual environment in parentheses here, and here is the output of our program. We have tested VS Code for Python programming. We have installed the Python extension, we have created a virtual environment, we have selected the virtual environment, and we have built our first program. Congratulations. Coming up next, we'll have a video on using variables for basic Python programmability and how to do loops in Python. Thank you.